Hmm. Hello one, hello all. It's the most tired ghost of them all, Caspa in the flesh, and it's time for a review of Ed Sheeran Subtract. Ed Sheeran is a UK singer-songwriter, instrumentalist, and this is not only his 8th album, but also the 5th installment of the mathematical symbol series that he has going on. With this one being Subtract. Now, with this one right here, he's basically speaking on songs about loss, about losing people, about tragedy. So the name Subtract really fits here, and is a little more stripped back than his other releases for sure. So I would say it definitely goes with that. Also, there was that thing with Marvin Gaye's family where I guess their team thought that he was plagiarizing Let's Get It On, but clearly that was not the case, and he won that, and I'm glad he won that. Now, even though I'm not really the big Ed Sheeran fan, I don't want him to quit music. I want him to keep making music, because I feel with every album he does get a little bit better, at least to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I think he's a very talented instrumentalist. I think he's a talented singer, but it's just he plays it way too safe for me and way too commercial at times. And it's really just a turnoff. Now, even though he's not really doing anything too out of his wheelhouse here, he's not bringing you a club pop song that makes you feel like you have to dance to it even though you don't like it. He's not rapping on here. Thank God that he's not rapping on here. He's just giving you some ballads here. And there's no question they are from the heart, and there's no question that he definitely does bring some great songs here, such as End of Youth, where he's talking about losing a friend, and the lyrics are like very heartfelt, and like the pain you could definitely feel here with lyrics like, when the morning's filled with fear, can't get a handle on grief, when every memory turns to tears. Like, damn, Ed is really hurt on this one, and the vocals are super pained. He's struggling with addiction here, and the addiction comes from coping with the loss of this person, and it's just really hard-hitting. Probably Ed Sheeran's most hard-hitting song, if I'm being honest here. Also, there's Spark with these reverb snaps that sound like something out of a dub reggae song. And I know when you hear the beginning of this song, you think of Sam Smith's Stay With Me. Bum, 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 bum. You think of that chord progression, but I can assure you Ed has learned his lesson, and he's not trying to catch any more lawsuits here. And it, goes for a differing turn. And I think the sentiment is really great. Like, he's talking about a relationship on the rocks and trying to make this relationship work. So they're basically just trying to start from scratch, trying to ignite that fire they once had. And the lyrics are really heartfelt too. It's definitely done in an endearing, tangible way. Like a hand that's trying to hold the water back couldn't stop the ocean leaking in the cracks. And I love like the building strings at the end. I honestly wish there was more of this, but unfortunately we get a lot of commercialized production here. The songs don't really tie up in a very compelling way, and especially on Sycamore, which should have been more compelling, but I feel it just runs off of like it just being a heartbreaking matter in opposed to delivering a well-structured song here, especially with this song being about his wife giving birth to their child, and the wife discovering she has cancer, as a tumorous cancer, while carrying their child. And had I not known this, I wouldn't know that this is the case, because the song is just so scant and vapid. It's like, okay, the professionals are telling you what's going on, but there's really no grasp of what is going on. So I want to feel it. I want to feel for the man, and I do in general, but through the song, I feel it doesn't really hit emotionally, because it just kind of fades out before it even lands. And also, a lot of the production here, like I said, just sounds very commercial. It sounds like I'm listening to a Ford trucker commercial, or a commercial for like laptops. And yeah, so even though I do appreciate Ed's compelling lyricism here, I wish the song structures were tighter. I wish that he went a little above and beyond, but not cringy territory. But yeah, that's basically how I'm feeling about it. I think there's improvement here by my standards, but if you dig his vocals, which he delivers very well. He delivered his vocals, I think, in a very compelling way, but it's just everything else is kind of a deal breaker for me. Feeling a 2.5 out of 5 on this. Probably a 2 to a 2.5 on this album. Didn't hate it, but didn't really love it either. But if you've given this a listen, what did you think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And if so, tell me why in the comments. Tell me why you loved it in the comments too. Caspa, Gothic Ghost, The Critical Plug, Ed Sheeran, Subtract. Till we meet again.